I learned about a new animal. Not new animal. I've kind of known about this animal, but let's go. Let's check it out. Actually, it's the Devil's Hole Pupfish. Why the world's rarest fish is trapped in the hottest desert on Earth? Yeah. Shouldn't exist. These are crazy. These are crazy. Yeah, I'll just watch the first one. Yeah, the Devil's Hole, the pupfish.
Devil's Hole is one of the worst places to be a fish. It has lethally low dissolved oxygen, critically high temperatures. Nearly any fish that goes into it would die. These pupfish are always at the edge with such a small population in such a limited area.
A delicate
This
balance.
fish is found nowhere else in the wild or in nature.
With under 40 pupfish left in the wild.
Wait,
they're
how old is
possibly
this?
the
Wait, hold on.
rarest
This is
fish
2
on the
months ago.
planet.
Okay.
But how did they end up in such an inhospitable place? And what makes their survival so important?
The shelf doesn't get a lot of sunlight, so that limits the amount of algae that grows. The pupfish,
Well, how do they
originally
eat
got their
then?
name because they acted like puppies. They like chasing each other. They're curious. When we dive to count the fish, they'll come swimming up to you and say, "Wow, you're a big fish."
Oh, you're a big fish.
How long have they been here? Geneticists have estimated between hundreds of years to tens of thousands of years.
Tens
And
of
we
thousands
started
of years
counting
is
the fish
crazy,
actually
though.
In 1972, so we used scuba as well as surface counters to estimate the population size. Historically, the highest count is just like 540 fish. In 1966, there was the Endangered Species Preservation Act, and the first species put on that list, Devil's Hole was one of the group of fishes in 1967.
What? That's cool.
The Devil's Hole pupfish are kind of an odd conundrum
Yeah.
because they are
Yeah,
able
you'd
to
think.
live in this really, really extreme environment.
Wow.
But at the same time, they're a relatively delicate fish. UNLV found that when the
35
dissolved oxygen
millimeters?
goes
That's
low, they
crazy.
actually
That's
start
small.
producing ethanol, and essentially, when times get tough, the fish get a little bit drunk, and it helps them to survive a complete lack of oxygen. These are extremophiles, and
They get
they're
drunk
living
to
at the edges
live
of
to
what a fish
survive the
can
low oxygen.
survive.
Devil's Hole being so deep in such a large body of water that earthquakes around the world can create these large waves. Now, they are not truly tsunamis. They're actually called seiches. Certain earthquakes, depending on the depth and the magnitude and location, typically around the Ring of Fire, so from Chile, Mexico, up to Alaska, down to Japan, and along that western part of the Pacific, large earthquakes can cause waves up over this boulder here.
This winter,
Wow.
Devil's Hole experienced seiches that were the result of two very poorly timed earthquakes. The effect of this was that sloshing of water back and forth washed all the algae, all the food and vertebrates, everything off of the shelf. That caused a food limitation, and the fish began to suffer.
Recently, we're concerned about the population. We went from over 200 fish in September of 2024 to as few as 20 in the end of February.
We are approximately 1 mile away from where the actual Devil's Hole exists. The Ash Meadows Fish Conservation Facility is designed to maintain a lifeboat population of the Devil's Hole pupfish. So we tried to recreate a really bad ecosystem, essentially, in captivity. We had to figure out a way to collect fish without collecting fish. We did that by collecting eggs that were produced. Initially, we collected during the peak of summer and the dead of winter, when we knew that eggs produced during that time had an extremely low, almost 0% survival rate to adulthood.
We increased the amount and frequency of some frozen food. We targeted some benthic macroinvertebrate food, and for just macroinvertebrates.
We did actually use these fish for the first time in 10 years in their intended purpose as a lifeboat population.
What?
We stocked 43 fish over 2 different stocking events into Devil's Hole to help the population, and since then the population has largely stabilized.
That's
and we're
crazy.
starting to see new babies, eggs being produced, and signs that the population is starting to recover.
So it's encouraging that, you know, this lifeboat actually works.
The fish facility
Hell yeah.
is really playing a big
Hell
role in
yeah.
just providing the data and the materials to be able to continue to shepherd them to success.
And they're tiny
There's always
too,
the
like
question
fuck.
of why bother?
35
They're
millimeters.
show up for work every day. They've been doing fine in the wild for the last 10,000 years, but since human intervention and human activities in the region have impacted them since the 1950s on, the population has been struggling and has nearly gone extinct at least 3 different times. So I feel
Crazy.
like I have kind of a moral obligation that we should also do what we can to try and bring them back.
Oh
There's
yeah,
lots
they
of other
deserve it.
fish in the
Those fish
region
deserve
that are
it.
going to be facing
10,000, like
same
thousands of years
challenges
is
that the
crazy.
Devil's Hole pupfish does. It's really the canary in the
But to
coal
be
mine.
stuck for thousands of
You know,
years is
why
even like,
are the pupfish
ugh.
important? One, humans develop a lot of our medications from extreme environments, and so we are learning how this vertebrate species lives in warm, low oxygen water, and we still don't know everything about it.
Well, you
And
just
so
said
these
it.
are-
It just produces ethanol, so just get drunk, right?
There are things that we still have a lot to learn from the fish and from the ecosystem. And if we let it go
It's too
extinct,
hot, just
so
grab a
there are
drink.
opportunities to learn from the fish.
Crazy, man. Yeah, those are good. Those are good. Old species. Except, what would the oldest species be? Oldest fish species. Wouldn't that be like the? Yeah, sure. Let's go to reals.
This is a 396 years old Greenland shark. These sharks can live up to 400 years. This shark was born in 6T27. When Greenland sharks gets old, they often go blind due to a parasite.
Oh yeah,
that latches
parasite.
onto their eye.
That's right.
The Greenland shark prefers to hunt in dark. The loss of eyes doesn't affect their ability to hunt. These sharks have a unique sexual maturity, with females not reaching sexual maturity until they are around 156 years old. The
Crazy,
groundbreaking
crazy
discovery of
abstinence.
the 96-year-old Greenland shark was made possible through the use of radiocarbon dating.
Actually, that wouldn't be the case. It's
that
just that they're just not
analyzes the
mature
levels
enough.
of
That's just crazy.
carbon-14 in
Oh,
the
this is crazy
shark's
aging.
eye lenses. This is a 396 years old Greenland shark. These sharks can live.
What is this? What the oh my god, dude, what the fuck? You know what sea lions have also been getting on my feed? Sea lions.
You kidding me? Who said that you're allowed to be this freaking cute? You kidding?
Oh, here we go. Understood. Bruh. Cute. Oh god. Yeah. Spin cycle. Alright, it's game time.